Oliver, thanks for watching this video. I want to introduce myself saying that previously I was watching some of your videos on TikTok on the media platform, and I didn't even know that you also had 21 years old. We are in the same age, so it would be awesome to work with you because I know that when we're doing this stuff, we we often are the youngest in the room and try to prove ourselves. And I'll also relate to the self-improvement journey that you're going through. I wanted to share a bit about myself. I'm Adrian Paulo. I'm 21 years old. I'm a QA engineer. I've been in that role for the past 3 years, and I'm really passionate about it. I really like it. As you would notice, I started like when I was 18 years old, working in the education sector. Then I move on to the financial one, specifically for the banking sector, when I had the opportunity to grow up also. And and yeah, I want to also tell you that I purchased the subscription that you have in the study buddy, and to just play around with the features that you have, know a little bit better what are the main functionalities, right? To make a disaster. Okay, sorry about that. And guess what? I find two bugs. I think from my point of view, they are kind of critical. Okay, I want to tell you what those are at the end of the video. I also prepared a demo for just to show up my abilities and skills because when we are at that age, we mostly underestimate. So I just wanted to show up my skills and what I'm able to for that technical part. So yeah, but first I'm gonna just go through the questions that you have that you left in well found and the Google form. And one of them was familiarity with QA processes and tools. Well, in my experience, I've worked with testing methodologies. I started as everyone with waterfall, and then I slightly move on to the lean and Scrum and more agile frameworks. And I also built with I also automate a lot with Selenium and Playwright for the web end-to-end testing part. And for the backend part, we automate with rest assured. We are doing exploratory testing. We use manual tools like Postman, like that allow us to just hit the API manually with customized payloads. We can say, yeah. And what else? Implement testing strategies as well. Entity data, compose manual and automated tests, as I said. And yeah, the next question would be designing and implementing test plans. I have an approach of 3 stages. Well, it would vary. Depends on the products that we're building on, but uh, just to say in the bank, you have this strict approach of testing 3 times. The first stage would be just when we are released to staging, and we make them the manual tests and we have automated we launch the automation, then we make a rollback to see how it behaves, if that rollback may impact other features, right? But it's just for have the confidence that it won't affect even if the release to production goes wrong, and we make that rollback, maybe it could be wrong as well. So but we make that double check. And then we make also again the staging part, the application in around the test suite. It goes quickly because we integrated pretty good with GitHub Actions, and the releases to trigger the automation. And yeah, we make test plans and we analyze the user story, the requirements, the set of criteria that we have. We try to scope everything and prioritize some tests and that are depending that the prioritization depends a lot of what the future would be and what critical, right? Maybe it could be a payment, maybe it could be like a login, right? Those are critical ones. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We use Jira just for saying we use Jira like a management tracking system, right? There's a lot on the market. I also use Azure DevOps. Jira will we are currently using Jira and also is well known in the market. And there are also free tools out there, but yeah, they all share the same logic. And what else? Designing, implementing test plans. Well, I explained a little bit in the previous questions. Just deciding, implementing the test plans. It goes like I want to focus more on the automation part because I just talk on like at the upper level of that. But when we're trying to automate things, we have to analyze the famous ROI, which is the return of inversion, the return of value that could the automation and the efforts that we put in, how much value would return. You know, we notice a lot that value when we run regression tests, like because it would run trigger automatically and also you don't have to spend the same efforts as you would do it manually. So it helps a lot, especially in production when you're running some smoke testing. Right. So just to make sure that you don't coach or break things that were working properly in that environment. So, yep. And the other one was automating and manual testing. Well, I work automating tests for web application using Python, as I say, Selenium, and Selenium in Java and with JavaScript and TypeScript, and addressing both end-to-end and regression testing. I also utilize Opinion for the mobile framework for the mobile tests. Just to tell you because I know that you're planning to launch an app, right? So yeah, I also have the skills to do that. So we wouldn't have any problems working together in that aspect. I also have experience working and launching through like farms devices, like in the cloud devices in the cloud. There's a farm devices you can test cross platforms like Pixel, iPhone, Android. You don't have to run it in your local machine. It's just self-hosted. What else? Well, that's all. And I want to go with the demo, right? And I want to explain you how what I did, how I made it, just to tell you in advance. This is a project. This is pretty basic because it's not too complex. It will take a lot of time if it will be too complex. It's a pretty short demo. It has like we covered three features and we have the web end-to-end testing, and we also have the the extension testing. I didn't cover too much because I had a problem with my account that had the subscription. It's currently active, but it's having some problems. I sent an email to the support team, but sadly they didn't answer me yet. But yeah, I will address that and explain that further in this video. So yeah. So to start the demo, I want to tell you that all the code base that we're using in this practice is located in GitHub. you will have this URL in the video description, right? This is the tech, the framework that we're using. We're using Mocha in Chai and Selenium with for the end-to-end for the extension that you have, right? Those are the scenarios. So as I say, it's pretty basic. It's not cover most of them just to showcase my skills. Um, a feature like login, registration, password reset, and for the extension as well. The scenarios for each one would be like to validate the fields for the login are valid, login successfully as a non-pay user, and request payment so you can access to the pay user dashboard. And also like login successfully as a pay user for the registration, not to register with an already registered account, right? So you don't have duplicate data. What else? Password resets when user try to reset his password with registered email should be sent a reset code to the user email, right? So you just can restore your password or change it. And for the extension, it's a pretty basic one. Have to log in to access all pages features, right? This is a step by step when you can how can you set up this installation project structure. We're using I try to use a page object model, which is a pattern for the scale of this project. But we're using Mocha. There's other on any other stronger frameworks out in the market, and I will tell you the reasons why I choose this in the end of this short demo. So this is the code, right? This is the structure that we have, and all this is located in this folder. And this is the pages which I just kind of module the code so it can be scalable. Kind of good practices that I have. You can see the report in this folder, mock awesome report. This is the extension of the study body. I packed it and I got this CRX and yeah, that's it. I want to run it to show you how it works. Right, and to do this npm test. Right, and it's going to run the first scenario. I'm not going to run it parallel because it takes a lot of resources of my computer, so I don't want to crash out right now. So yeah, the first scenario, as you can see, passed. Have to log in, access all page features. Running the other scenarios, log in. This is an account that I created just to have data for this test, right? Should validate the fields of login are valid. Yeah, we have three tests already passed. That's good. And see what's going on. I told you that I found two problems. At least I'm having two problems right now. And I'll tell you how to replicate this. Well, this is one of the problems that I told you. When users try to reset the password with a registered email. And currently, the product, study can reset the password. I don't know if I'm an isolated case. I don't think so because I follow the intuitive flow to have this flat. Okay, so we have four scenarios that passed and one failed, right? So this is it. When user try to reset if password, right? So you have to. I can think that I can make it a little bit readable this, but the idea of this is when you try to, like, I don't know, maybe forgot a password or everything, you want to restore it or change it. Currently, the sender, I think, maybe it's a third provider like SendGrid, I don't know, but it's not working properly right now. I'm already logged in, but I want to open a new. incognito window. So I'll just copy paste it here to show you this. Oops. Yeah. So I just want to log in, right? This is the hello. I have an account. This is my account, and I want to say, okay, reset password, right? I want to say recent code. And this is the error that I'm getting. Something went wrong. Please try it again. Maybe the working is not up in that environment. I don't know. This is one bug. And the other one, I think it's more critical than this, is when you try to sign with Google. Okay, you want to sign in. This is this includes a payment process. I'm going to sign in with this one, right? I had an account here because I put that data on it. So would be what is it? Okay, I think I changed it. So I want to log in on my other account. Let's say this one, and let's type my password here. Just log in with a Google account. So it will redirect me to the payment process. I think yeah, it is. And here's the thing. Let's suppose that I had an account already in Study Buddy, right? You type your number or whatever, and you made a payment. That's what I did. You introduce your card also, and you do put get started for. Okay, now you have access like I have right now in my local one, right? And I can access the extension as well. It's loading, right? You can see I have the access right now, and I think it's for the catchy. But when I want to use, when I okay, I want to try to sign out. There's not also a sign out button. I don't know if I'm signing. I want to sign out. I can't sign out right now. Okay, how can I want to reopen this page? I want to erase this URL, part of the URL, the path. I want to open a fully new clean window. Okay, my resources is running out. But now I'm going to log in with my actual paid account just to show you that I can. So let's go to login, right? Like I already paid for this. I want to log in. No for this because I don't create an email and password for this workflow. I want to sign in with Google, right? I want to paste my Google account, my pay Google account. I want this next. I just give me a sec. I want to confirm that. Yes, it is me. I again really like this, even though I already paid for the, as you can see here. the account info, and this is the same email that I introduced, right? But in this new thing from window, I can just access to it. So yeah, I think it's like I think the product thinks that it's a new account, and I didn't even made the payment check. So it makes this worse because when I try to register with this account, I try to register with this email. It's already registered, right? So it won't allow me to do that. Like if I say create and we make whatever here, it will say, yeah, this email already exists. Like the database recognizes it. So I just can't. And the worst part is if I wanted to reset the password, if I send code, this is something went wrong. So that's a critical one, Oliver. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you here. And with this, finalize the demo here. And to answer my initial questions of what would I do if I get on board in the team and I get hired, I would just not use it for this framework because there is, as I said previously, a lot on the market like Playwright, Cypress. I definitely go with Playwright because it has a pretty robust framework and also support end-to-end testing for web development, but also support the API one. Right. It's going through extensions, but it doesn't support yet. It's in development. I think it's in beta, but I can handle that with working with purely Selenium, like I did for this station one, right? So, so Playwright in Cypress does not support. The only support I think is Selenium. I mean, it's Selenium, and I think there's other tools out there like Computer and WebDriver IO. But Selenium, which for its background and its time in the market, you have a lot of support and forums as well. So there's no things to make it. So that's it. That's all that I want to tell you, to show you, and I hope you like it. And hope uh, that we can have the opportunity to work together, which I'm excited to. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.